Welcome guys to my FPL channel, FPL Ninja. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button down below. Also follow my Twitter where I'm going to be posting a lot of things at FPL_Ninja with a double A at the end. Also follow my Instagram at FPL.Ninja. Today we're going to be talking about my team that I'm going to be picking for the season and the deadline's tomorrow, so we better get started. So the first player I'm going to be picking on my team is Sanchez that plays for Brighton, and I'm really picking him because of his fixtures and just because he's a 4.5 million goalkeeper. I like 4.5 million goalkeepers because they help you save money and you can use it elsewhere, and also because they play for teams that concede a lot of like outside shots and like chances, so they get save points off that. And so that's why I'm picking him. And I know they lost Ben White, but I still think they're a pretty good defensive team. I think they're one of those teams that have a system in place that helps them like have a good defense. So no matter who plays there, like they kind of have a good defense because of the coach, like like the tactics he put out there. The next goal is gonna be Foster, 4.0. I watched his YouTube channel. He said he might be able to get some starts, so hopefully he can come in clutch when I need him. And so yeah, Ben Foster is gonna be my 4.0 goalkeeper. I don't want to waste money, and so I'm just gonna put a 4.0 goalkeeper right there. The first defender that's gonna be on my team, you know who he is, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent Alexander-Arnold is the GOAT himself. He pretty much speaks for himself. He's gonna give you assists, he's gonna give you goals, he's gonna give you clean sheets. So I don't see why not to have him on your team. He also has a good run of fixtures from like game week 1 to like game week 10. He has Chelsea, City, and honestly, when you play for Liverpool, I'm gonna play you every game because honestly, Liverpool can beat any of these tough teams. So I'm always fine gonna have him. I'm always gonna have Alexander on my team. The second player I'm gonna have is the highest owned fantasy Premier League player in the FPL right now. And his name is Luke Shaw. So Luke Shaw. One of the big reasons I'm picking Luke Shaw is I think mine you got Varane, and I think that's gonna improve their defense a lot more than like people think it is. And so I think they're gonna have a lot of clean sheets. So that's the number one reason I'm picking Luke Shaw. And also Luke Shaw's attacking threat is really high among like most defenders. He creates a lot of chances. And so hopefully he can get like a couple assists and maybe even a couple goals, hopefully. But yeah, he's gonna be on my team. And also he's 55% owned, almost 56% owned. And so I kind of want to have him so I don't like if he has a good game, I don't want it to affect me. I'm kind of playing it safe, so I'm gonna have Luke Shaw on my team. The next player I'm gonna have on my team is Luka Dean. A lot of people call him Luka Digne, which is funny, but I think it's Luka Dean. I'm mostly picking him because of his fixtures. His fixtures are really good from game week 1 to game week like 10. He only plays Manchester United between the 10 game weeks, and among the top 6 teams, he only plays Manchester United, and that's pretty good for me. He has a really good left foot. So it's gonna I just see him crossing that ball over to Lewin's head, and that's a goal and assist for me. So yeah, I'm gonna have that. I'm definitely having him on my team. Also because I think Rafa Benitez is gonna make them a pretty good defensive team, and I think they honestly have pretty good like defenders, and so hopefully they can get clean sheets in for me. And Luka Dean can also get me a couple of like attacking points, hopefully. And so this season I plan to play a 3-4-3 formation, so 3 at the back, 4 midfielders, and 3 strikers. So I already have my 3 like main defenders, so I'm just gonna have 2 like cheapest defenders. So first one I'm gonna have is Simicast. The main reason I'm having Simicast is because as you can see right here, Robertson's injured and is not expected back to 12th of September. 12th of September, that's gonna be game week 4. So he's not expected back onto game week 4. And so I think a 4.0 defender that's gonna replace Robertson that plays for Liverpool, that's a bargain for me. He's 100% gonna be my team. And honestly, at 4.0, there's nothing much you can lose. You can't really go wrong with it. So that's what's gonna be on my team. The next one is gonna be a Norwich defender. He's 4.0. I just heard a couple rumors that he might even get good amount of minutes this season. So I'm just putting it there. It's just 4.0. He's probably not even gonna play that much on my team, but he's gonna be there. So going to the midfield, Salah is the first player that's gonna be my team. I mean, come on, it's Salah. Salah is Salah. Like he speaks for himself, just like Trent and a couple players. He's gonna give you like at least 20 goals, 20 something goals a season. So he's definitely one that on my team that I think is essential, no matter like the fixtures or anything. Salah's pretty much gonna be on my team for most of the season, right? He has Norwich away, Burnley at home. This is a good fixture for Salah. I know there's Chelsea right here, but honestly, I can't say Salah's not gonna like return against Chelsea. You know what I mean? It's Salah. And so yeah, Salah's pretty much peaceful. I'm not gonna like spend a lot of time talking about Salah. You know, like he's pretty much essential and he's in 52% of you guys' team. So I'm pretty sure you guys have him already on your team. The next player I'm gonna be picking is Bruno. So this is actually kind of tough because I had sleepless nights thinking about Bruno at 12.0 or Jaden Sancho at 9.5. Like I actually try to compare like what I'm gonna do with the 2.5 million, and I came to the conclusion that also because of this channel, I want to play a little bit safe, and so I'm just gonna go with Bruno because you can't go wrong with Bruno. Even on his worst days, like he's gonna get a penalty, get 7 points, get bonus, and yeah. So I just don't think you can go wrong with Bruno Fernandes. That's gonna be my player on my team, and I also think Man U have a good course, like 6 good fixtures, and so after then we're gonna see what we're gonna do with him. But for the first to start of the season, I think Bruno is essential for me. The next player I'm going to be picking is a Leeds player called Rafinha. So Rafinha is he's one of my favorite players to watch in the Premier League. Leeds is just generally one of my favorite teams to watch in the Premier League because they play really attacking football, and so no matter what the opponent is, they're always going to give you like a tough time, and they create a lot of chances. So Rafinha creates a lot of chances. I remember there was a time last season he got points just because he created so many chances in that game. So yeah, he's definitely one that's gonna be in my team. I know like the only thing about it is his first game is gonna be against like Manchester United, and he also plays Liverpool in Gameweek 4. But because this is a player I plan to have for most of the season, so honestly, I'm just gonna have him from the start because I don't want to like go like wasting transfers trying to bring him in like and stuff. So he's gonna be my team from the start. So yeah, that's Rafinha. That's gonna be on my team. The next player that's gonna be my team is a Watford player named Ismail Sarr. I'm honestly picking Sarr because of like price, because I already have Salah, Bruno, Trent. That already took a lot of like money out my team. So I need players that they're cheap and they're just gonna get me a couple points here and there. He also has pretty like decent fixtures. I mean, he only plays Spurs in the first like 7 game week, so that's a pretty good player. And I watched him like 2 seasons ago when he was in the Premier League, and he's a real like attacking threat. And so hopefully he can get a couple points. That's a 3.3% owned, so he's a differential. And so if he has a good gimmick, it's gonna really boost my rank, and so that's why he's on my team. I'm just gonna pick because I plan to use 3 midfielders. This is gonna be my 4 midfielders I'm gonna use. So the last one I'm gonna pick the cheapest. I'm just gonna pick Bissouma at Brighton. One reason why I'm picking him, he plays 90 minutes every game, and so he's gonna give you. So if he has to come in, the least he's gonna give us 2 points because of 90 minutes, right? He also scores like a couple outside shot goals and stuff, assists. So I'm just gonna put him on my team just to be there. He's not gonna play a lot, but it's gonna be on my team. So going to the forward line, Calvert-Lewin is gonna be the first attacker that's gonna be on my team. I already talked about like the fixtures with Digne. Yeah, you can see he has good fixtures. There's also Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's gonna get chances. He's gonna add a couple goals. He's really good in the air. He's a pretty good striker for me, and just because of the fixtures, I think he's gonna get loads of chances. Hopefully, he can give me a lot of points. And let me see. I'm curious about his ownership. He's 8% owned. That's crazy for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I think he's one of the best strikers in the Premier League, and so I think it's for me it's essential to have him. But remember, everyone has their own opinions and this on this kind of subject. So the next striker I'm going to be picking is Danny Ings. So Danny Ings moved from, you can see he's still in Southampton jersey. He moved from Southampton to Villa, and I'm picking him because of his Danny Ings. He's one of the most clutch strikers in the. I mean, one of the most underrated strikers in the Premier League. I think out of 3 chances, he's always going to pull at least one away. And Villa is a really attacking team, so I think it's gonna like fit him a lot. And so yeah, I just hope he also has like one like first 3 game week. The first 3 like fixtures are really good, like Watford, Newcastle, and Brentford. Like that, you can't ask for better like first couple of fixtures. After game week 3, I might be looking to transfer him out, but when we get to that bridge, we're gonna cross it. Yeah, Benning speaks for himself. Yeah, I think he had like about 18 goals last season. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to check after this, but he's gonna get you points. Honestly, I might honestly also bring him like later in the season, but honestly, when we get there, we're gonna cross it. The last player that's gonna be on my team is the player that's as good as Bruno, as good as Salah when he's fit. Michael Antonio. I love this. I love this player, man. Um, he has good fixtures. So Newcastle away. He only has Leicester and Man U in his first like 8 game week. So that's good enough for me. Also when he plays like teams like Leicester City or like Man U, he can score because he's such a like physical presence, and I think he's a focal point for West Ham. So I think they're always gonna give him the ball. He's gonna get loads of chances. So hopefully he can get me a few points before I'll be looking to like transfer him out. And so yeah, this is the team I'm gonna be picking, and so yeah. Okay, so I just confirmed the transfers, and so yeah, you can see Sanchez. This is my formation: Arnold, Shaw, Luka Dean, Salah, Rafinha, Fernandez. I don't want Bissouma. I want Sar to start. So yeah, so Antonio, Calvert-Lewin, Ings. I'm just gonna confirm that real quick. Okay, so after that, so two things I've been thinking about. One thing I'm thinking about is I'm thinking about playing Simicast as like a like 4 defenders and then 3-3 because Rafinha plays against Man U, and I don't know, I'm not entirely sure if he's gonna like have returns, but I go by the saying that the ceiling for a midfielder or like an attacking player is always higher than a defender. So I'm always gonna go with the midfielder because I think he has more chance to get more points, right? That's what you always want to do. You want to get players that have the biggest chance to get the most points. So I'm gonna pick him. Hopefully I don't change it last minute. But yeah, another important thing that I'm gonna be deciding on is my captaincy option. Right now I have it on Mohamed Salah, but it might change to Bruno Fernandes. I'm honestly gonna go with Salah just because I think Salah's always good on the opening day, and he's 52% owned. Like he's gonna be captained by most people, and so I don't want a situation where I don't captain him and I get like beat. Like that just drops me a lot because I didn't captain him. Also because Salah against Norwich, you can't ask for a better match, to be honest. I mean, Fernandes against Leeds is gonna be pretty good, but I think Leeds are a better team than Norwich, and also they're gonna give Manu a tougher time. And I think Manu, they're not. They have a couple new players, and so it's gonna take a while for them to actually gel. But I mean, Bruno can still get points. So if you want to captain Bruno, that's a pretty good shout too. Another captain I'll be looking at is honestly Ings. I'm looking at Ings or Antonio. But to be honest with you, I think Salah is the captain for me this week. But if you want to captain Ings, that's a pretty good shout. That's gonna be a differential captain because if he gets a couple goals, it's gonna boost your rank a lot. Antonio too is gonna get you he's gonna boost your rank if he like bags a couple goals. So yeah, so my captain's gonna be Salah. This is the formation I'm gonna play. I'm still gonna be thinking about playing Simicast instead of Rafinha, but I'm gonna let you guys know what I decided. But I'm pretty much sure that this is gonna be my team starting tomorrow. So yeah, I'm just gonna confirm it right here, and so yeah, that should be it. And thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for the journey so far. We just started, and hopefully we can get to higher heights. Yeah, this is gonna be like like a good format of how my videos are gonna be, and so hopefully when this thing gets started, we're gonna have fun. So yeah, thanks a lot for listening to me. If you have any questions or any contributions or anything you want to talk about, just put it down in the comments below. I'm gonna be in the comments. I'm gonna be replying or answering any questions. If you have any like quick questions you want to ask before the deadline, like, oh, who do I pick in this and stuff, you can ask in the comment section. I'm going to answer that, or you can, if you have my number or anything on my social media accounts, which is going to be in the description below, you can always text me. And so yeah, let me know if you guys need anything. But thanks for listening to me today. All right, this is bye.